I knew that when I got on the deck, I was like, this ramp's gonna take someone out. And I was just like, I hope it's not me.
He was kind of sliding out as he came down the wall, and he hit that sticky stuff and just hit and broke his wrist.
I think I'll be able to skate still. I'm just not gonna, if I fall on it, it's just gonna be the worst thing in the world.
A couple weeks ago in Vancouver, I fell and dislocated my shoulder, and today I was like, I got this new shoulder brace, which is just like, it's this huge thing and it goes across my whole chest, and it's like about as cool as a kick in the teeth.
I was really stoked that he felt so strongly about being on tour that he even came after he's got the shoulder problem. And I've always felt that Colin's the best all-around skater. He's really beyond a lot of people, and he has done vert tricks that no one else will ever do.
Just have fun, you know what I mean? And I just go out there and I have fun. And, when I get labeled as like the technical lip dude or whatever, well, it's not because that's all I do, but it's like that's what I have fun doing, so I end up hitting the lip more often than not.
The demo today was the best. Why? Because Caballero was there and we did our doubles.
Me and Rick, we've been touring for the last 4 years together on the Warped Tour. One year we just decided, hey, let's do a doubles routine, it'd be kind of cool. Every year we just kept working on something different, and then we have this whole routine that we do. And it's like I can show up to a demo and not see Rick for months, and we can do the routine. Like I trust him as much as he trusts me that we're gonna pull this thing off,
It's just a cool thing. Not many people are doing, have done that or do that. It's just kind of our own little novelty thing.
I thought the crowd in Jersey was really good. It didn't really matter. They were just happy to see everyone there skating and trying their hardest. That's what they liked about it. We kind of got bruised and battered with Colin's shoulder that already existed, but now that he's skating, he realized how vulnerable it is.
I saw it a comeback, dog.
Bucky broke his wrist. That's a bad start. And Mike V just kept going down, but he always bounces back. I mean, if he's up and he's conscious, he's going to skate again. It was a pretty heavy start, just with battle wounds, but we'll persevere. It'll be okay.
Keep giving stabbing until he just won this board, please.
Filling in for LS68. Really? Just sign it. Sucker.
Ironic to have police escorting skateboarders through the city.
I've been escorted to jail by police, but I've never been escorted back to my hotel from a demo.
One demo down, how many to go?
4.
The bus is more lively on this trip. We had a lot of long drives on the West Coast, and now the drives aren't as long, and everyone's fired up the whole time. The bus is a little more fun to be on. So we had a day off between New Jersey and New York, and the X Trials were going on in Bristol, Connecticut, ESPN Headquarters. So we went and checked that out and got to see some good skating, of course. And we got to pick up Ellis and Barra on the way since they were there skating the event. Ellis was announcing, Barra was skating. And we got invited to go check out the ESPN Headquarters, Sports Center. So we went and ran wild.
You know you make me wanna laugh. You can't be so serious. I said you make me wanna laugh. And to get rid of you was really a must.
How's it going? Jason Ellis here.
Rick Thorne, how you doing?
We're going to be talking to you this afternoon about white trash homes and how to keep them maintained.
How to upgrade your home from tile to carpet. Right now we're going to step over to these two extraordinaires.
I want to say
no, this is our calling, dude.
Isn't it?
I'm telling you.
Is it?
Look, ready?
Yeah, I learned a little bit about lighting and focus when I was zooming in on Rob's bald spot. So that was kind of a learning experience for me as a cameraman. It was cool to see it, you know, and see it in that context, and Trey he gave us a little tour.
Basically, we do almost every show that's on ESPN in this building. We have interview sets over here and there. Anytime something happens that you see on ESPN, it's more or less being done out of this building, and it's out of this room.
Well, Trey, thanks for being so accommodating.
Oh, Tony, no problem. I mean, I speak for the entire family of the ESPN networks. We love skateboarding. You guys are right up there, finally getting the recognition all of you guys just so much deserve. I mean, you're better than the athletes that play in the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball. You guys rule.
Is that all you got?
What was that?
Oh, step it up.
That was ridiculous.
That was motivation.
Or I'm going to freak out.
Do it again.
That wasn't very
Do it again.
pathetic, yes.
Do it again.
Convincing.
Roll the camera. Do it again.
Sharp, you guys.
Go again. Mostly on skate tours, say you're doing a demo in New York or you're doing a demo in some big city, you generally don't get to stay downtown. And all of a sudden the bus pulls up, it's like, okay, everyone unload. We're staying in Times Square and our demo is at Chelsea Piers, and it's like, we're really living New York City. Once I get into the city, I'm always just going busy meetings, going this and this and this, and then I was doing that, and then we got to do TRL, so we got to go over to MTV studios with Macaulay Culkin and Ricky Martin.
TRL is like a destination. It's like the people line up every day to get in. It's like people tune in for what? I would love to walk out there and have Carson ask me some questions, man. I'd be like, listen up, America, you know.
The first hit's at like 4.
I think there's a good chance that if I did go on TRL that I'd be taken off TRL in the next 3 to 4 seconds, because people like that have spent their whole lives trying to get there, and they know when somebody could take their job. And I got it written all over my face. It's my job. It's mine if I wanted it.
408, 43 approximately. He's gonna roll in.
He's gonna roll in.
You like that?
No pun intended.
I think there's a lot of people down there ready for it.
Pretty big lineup. Ricky Martin, Macaulay Culkin, Tony Hawk. The crowd goes crazy. They have them skateboard down through smoke.
The one and only Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, the one and only, right here. There's a mic for you. What's up, dude?
How are you?
Hey! You gotta hear the man speak. What an entrance. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Here you are, you're in New York, and you're on the skateboarding tour. How is this different from like a rock tour?
What exactly are you doing? In a bus with skaters? Just
Yeah,
cruising?
it's not much different. I mean, I think we're more accessible than, say, a rock tour.
Everyone's so much more stoked on the skateboarding thing and Tony because he just set out to be a skateboarder. Nothing more, nothing less. He just wants to skate.
Skating and music have always gone hand in hand. What kind of stuff are you listening to, or what's
Lately,
going on in that bus?
There's always a lot of hip hop on the bus. A
Yeah.
lot of like Ludacris, DMX.
Sweet.
I've been listening to the new Buck Cherry, new Radiohead.
Oh, it's
That's
awesome.
my style, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Dude, you are the man. It's great to have you
All right.
here.
Thanks a lot, man.
Tony Hawk, everybody.
Thanks.
We got to take a break. When we get back, Ricky Martin. It's his turn to a world premiere Loaded.
TRL. Who knew? We had one day off in the city, and so all the street crew broke off and did the true street thing.
Street skating's always been around since skateboarding's, started in the 60s. That's where people skated, is in the streets, down the sidewalks, going off curbs. Pretty much modern day street skating comes from a lot of tricks that a lot of the freestyle skaters did with the spins and the flips of the boards, but it was usually done with your hand and not, the ollie wasn't involved with the tricks, and now it's, it's a lot more technical than it has been in the past. It's just real skateboarding, it's just us out there just kind of going, traveling through the streets, and it's just like you and your skateboard and your surroundings, and just trying to do what you can.
I mean, we just stayed around Manhattan the whole time, the whole day, just to go skate, like skating spots that have always been there, I guess. That's kind of what we do. That would be like it's kind of like an ordinary day for us.
The sport is a creative sport, and our minds think differently than other people because, like, as a skateboarder, we look at the cities that surround us in different ways than a normal person. Like, we'll see a ledge or a handrail or stairs, and we'll think about doing tricks down them, versus a person that just, that would never come to mind.
This record is particularly good for the youngsters. Now you get right to the procedure.
Now what do you like the most about this? Conflict, consequence, constant evidence.
When we started out on our venture through New York, we stopped at the Brooklyn Banks, and I guess they had this handrail there that they had actually made. It's actually a really good handrail.
Honestly, like, skating that rail was the first time I skated a rail in a while, so I was kind of scared.
It's kind of like one of those rails where it kind of scares you, but it's kind of easy.
We touch, we hold platinum plus, but if I go rush, still a guy we trust, cause it's the second coming. Display a rhyme so stunning, and keep it running, and get the shout out to London, and keep it on, and still perform to the early morn, sunset till dawn. I got a word abundance, whole pins by the hundreds, top speed, guaranteed, we still.
I was kind of surprised that Eric didn't actually do more on the rail, because I know he could mess that thing up, but he went, went and did his own thing, and he was going off the stairs,
Costin is the best skateboarder that ever stepped on a skateboard as far as street skating goes.
The guy can do anything he wants to do. He can manipulate his skateboard any way he wants to.
It's just not hard. Nothing's ever hard, ever.
There's no one like him, he's very smooth, very technical.